Hey guys, this is How is My Day, number 3. And like always, we're going to start off with what happened between now and the last time we talked. So after we talked yesterday, I tried to do some ranked games. I was on my last match of my promotion, and I did an ARAM first just to see if I was going to lag or not, and it went perfectly fine. But as usual, when something important important to me, like ranking up is gonna happen, people come home and the internet spikes. So I did not make it in time. I waited a little bit actually, between the vlog and playing League of Legends. And what ended up happening was I waited too long and people came home, and because of that I lagged my last game out and wasn't able to play without 3000 ping. But actually, the whole game... Well, basically, let's start with this. I lost my promo game. I was going to go to Gold 2. It wasn't... it was just one of those games that, sometimes it's not that easy to control, and every lane lost. They're 1v1s or 2v2s, and I was the jungle. I was Jungle Nocturne. And it didn't go that great. I lagged, and whenever someone invaded my jungle, even if my lanes were pushed, no one made a move to come help me, and that's where they fell behind because they weren't able to get any jungle support from me from being behind. So, in a way, it's all of our faults. There were a lot of things that could have been done better from all of us. And I didn't get it, but I'm still at 90 points, so I'm going to try again today if I don't wait too long. And yeah, that's pretty much all that happened yesterday. So today, Thursday, the last day of my academic schedule for this quarter. On Thursday, I only have my 12:30 to 2:50 class, and that class is human sexuality. We had before that though, I woke up and my alarm is supposed to go off at 10, and I think it did, except the problem that I have lately is that I've been sleepwalking to turn off my alarm, and yeah, I guess that made me wake up late, because what ended up happening is I woke up at I think around 11:40 or 11:30, and it takes me anywhere from an hour to 20 minutes to drive to school. And the reason why the gap is so big is because I live right next to one of the most commonly used highways or freeways in my area, so traffic really depends on time, what events are going on, and so it's hard to tell how much traffic you're gonna get. Today I didn't get any at all, but I still felt in a rush, and so I did everything as quickly as I could, got to school, and what ended up happening today was we had a guest speaker for class, and it was the YWCA for, let me see what it was. Hold up 1 second. I know it was YWCA for Rape Crisis Center. I don't know if you guys can read that. Probably not. But yeah, they presented to us about what we can do to help someone who's been through rape or sexual assault, and how to prevent it. Not so much of that. And after that we had a pop quiz on the presentation, which, because the quiz was already made before the presentation even happened, the presenters were supposed to answer those questions, and then we were supposed to write notes on that. But instead, probably like 4 of the questions or 5 of them, the presenters didn't answer through their presentation, so we were kind of just like, okay, well, the answers are obvious, like some sort of what is stalking and what is date rape and that kind of stuff. But at the same time, there was some that there was one question that wasn't as obvious, like For example, in how many cases of rape or sexual assault are there bystanders? Well, if you don't tell us like the statistic, then we're not supposed to just know it off the bat. Though one of the statistics we did receive was that 50% of rapes and sexual assaults are in the safety of your own home or car, right? So I would assume that there's not going to be 50%. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. There could be rape within someone's home where a bystander is, or there might be a bystander in your car just watching you get raped or whatever. Wouldn't put it past the rapist to choose a location like that. But yeah, so that's what happened today. We got part of our exam, our final exam for this quarter from that class. And this class is the class that every exam is a take-home exam, so I got half of it because next week is the last week for this quarter until I have my break, thank God. And yeah, so I guess this weekend, since I'm done with my academic week, my weekend starts now. I'll be doing ranking, streaming, and as soon as this vlog is done, I'm going to be editing my Q World episode, which should come after my unfinished Minecraft episode, which, like I've been saying in the past episode, it's going to be out probably Saturday or Sunday. And yeah, so yeah, and then after that, actually, I think before that, okay, so one thing about me is that I don't have that great of an eating schedule, or eating habits, or sleeping habits. I don't have that great of any of that. So, I think today, like, well, okay, back to the point. I usually don't eat. The thing with me and meals is I don't do well with breakfast. I'm that kind of guy. If I eat breakfast in the morning, then usually I'll have bad reactions to it later in the day, or I'll just start feeling pretty bad. Lunches for me in the past have been a thing about I guess my parents always provide me with money. They provide me with the resources to be able to eat a healthy lunch. However, in high school and things like that, there was either the food was bad, or maybe I ran out of money for the time. I didn't want to have to ask my parents because money is a sensitive. Well, I feel like it's a sensitive topic in my household. Not because we're poor, or because we're rich, or anything like that, but mostly because I grew up in a stingy family, I guess, or a frugal family, and yeah, so I didn't like to talk about money. And because of that, I grew up through high school and even now in college, where eating lunch means I have to spend money, which I don't want to do, even if I have the money. So that's just a stigma I grew up with. So the only meal I ever eat really is dinner. But today I think I'm gonna do the college-y thing and just have a instant chow mein or whatever. By the way, if you're curious, I am Taiwanese, so I should be saying it like chow mein, except for the fact that this is America and it's just weird for me to say instant chow mein, so it's instant chow mein. And yeah, so I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna go eat, do some ranking, streaming, and then I'm gonna edit, and then I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. So yeah, bye.